Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated, my beautiful star seers. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Welcome to any new subscribers, okay? Welcome back to all my lovely and amazing Star Seer family. All y'all, okay? I just love all y'all. So look, this is a Yeshua reading. So at the bottom of this deck, we got the jellyfish, okay? So you can really like jellyfishes, okay? They could be highly significant, but they speak to like your energetic flow, okay? And this energy of entanglement. I think you could be really feeling connected to like this universe, to your star seed type of energy, But it's like that's just what comes with this whole thing. It also says Reiki, so you're extremely healing. You have this extremely healing touch, okay? Much like Yeshua did, baby. You are a healer, so you're definitely guided by him, okay? He's saying no need to force things, okay? You don't have to force things. Things are going to work out the way that they're going to work out. Whether you obsess over the thing or not, it's going to work out the way that it is divinely meant to work out. So just have a little bit more fun with it. Accept the transience of things is what I'm getting with this death card. Accept that things have a beginning and things have an end, and it doesn't always have to be such a negative and horrible thing when someone leaves your life or when some situation is over. you know it can still be something that you're grateful for, and it can still be a journey that you enjoy, even if everything is not always going your way at any given time. We got the Six of Wands. I think you could be receiving public recognition, or you could be being pushed into the spotlight in some sort of way, okay? Or you could just be really glowing. I was going to say growing, okay? You're really growing, and it's really bringing this glow to you. I think you're standing in your truth in a major way with this Ace of Swords energy. And the jellyfish card says, your gifts illuminate the unknown and protect through illusion, okay? And then we got the Seven of Cups right here and the divine under that, okay? So the divine is making sure you see through any illusions, any issues, anything like that, okay? When it comes to this Five of Scrolls energy, this conflict, this diversity, you're going to face diversity. So it's very important that you just check the way that you're reacting to any diversity that you may come up against. There's always some treasure to be found. Okay, so the Two of Keys, right? That's Two of Swords energy. So I feel like, in between the conflicting of the way that you think and the way that another person thinks, there's always common ground to be found, or there's always some understanding that you're able to come to because you came against that conflicting way of thinking. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's just what you need, is somebody who comes in and they think different from you. And when you're young minded and you're not really thinking properly, you automatically want to like butt heads with that energy and be like, no, 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 this is what I think. But that's when your ego is in charge, right? So you're in this place where your ego is no longer in charge, and you're looking at the diversities outside of you in a different way, or you're needing to look at the diversities outside of you in a different way. Change your perspective on what it is that you're fighting against, okay? Because you're not always meant to fight against that person. You're meant to hear that person out and observe their way of thinking, so that you can take the parts of that resonate with you and leave whatever doesn't, and you can better transmute that situation and move on from it, and it doesn't become this big drama in your life that's playing out over and over again. What's going on with them? We got the quail, okay? It says you've had more than enough times to act on your dreams. The time is now. So I think your guides are really sending you a lot of motivation, because they want you to be focused on the right things. They don't want you to get hung up on the drama or get caught up trying to argue with anybody or trying to prove you're right. That doesn't do anything for anybody in the situation. It's like when you change your perception and you stay above the fray, when you stay out of the drama, you better avoid danger. It says rising above adversity by fine tuning one's most inherent resources. You know what I'm saying? So get in tune with yourself, follow your dreams, and figure out what are your most inherent resources that you use as, like your own protection. What else? We got the anteater, okay? It says it's a time to dig beneath the surface and see the truth lying buried, okay? Which is confirmation on what I just said, okay? It says process and be fearless when uh, perceiving the truth. I think I spelled that wrong on here. Oh, pursuing the truth. Okay. So be fearless when you're pursuing the truth, like within yourself, because a lot of people have this fear of going within themselves and finding these beautiful, inherent resources that they hold. And so they go outside of themselves and they attack others because they're afraid to look within and see what's really in there, what's in there to be offered or what's in there to be seen. They run into something that they don't want to see or they don't want to face or they don't want to handle. And then they get stuck in that, then they don't get stuck, they get scared and they run up out of there outside of them and attack somebody around them because that makes them feel better about themselves and what they went within themselves and seen that they didn't like. Ooh. So this says grounded and comfortable in your own solitude and take time to rest, okay? So that's the most important thing for you and for you following your dreams at this time, to stay grounded and comfortable in your own skin. And if you're not feeling grounded and comfortable in your own skin, going within and finding out what sorts of diversities are going on within yourself that are mirroring themselves outside of you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes some diversity that you run into is significant because it points to a conflict that you have going on within the self, okay? Like getting mad if somebody calls you a certain name or says a certain thing about you. Like on the deepest level, you feel that to be true. That's why you got mad. Because if it don't apply, you would let it fly, right? So looking at things like that and really getting investigative about you and what you think about yourself. Because when you know yourself and you know who you are, why you gonna get mad because somebody said something about you? It's ridiculous. Okay, it gives truth and it gives power to whatever they said about you to be true. And we got heavy earth and masculine energy don't always have to be destructive, because I feel like he's saying like that plays out a lot with men, because a lot of men feel like, I don't want to say that because women can be very masculine too at times, but the masculine energy itself, he's saying, just say the energy, okay? The masculine energy itself can be a little bit rowdy, you know what I mean? A little bit territorial and a little bit pushy when it comes to, just their respect and things like that. So just know you don't really have to be there. As long as you respect yourself and you love yourself and you know who you are and you know what lies beneath the surface of you, you don't really get so mad or get so upset or be so focused on people who don't. What's coming toward them though? We got the hanged man, okay? So there's a different perspective coming toward you, okay? A different way of looking at things, a different way that you pursue the truth, not only within yourself, but within others. But I think it really depends on you focusing on your dreams and focusing on what is your divine purpose and what it is that you should be doing. I think you're healing a lot of heartbreak, healing from a lot of towers that you've gone through in the past. And sometimes you could find yourself in a bit of a mental entrapment. Maybe that mental entrapment looks like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to have everything that I need. Or, oh my gosh, who do I think I am to think I'm working with the divine? You know what I'm saying? But each and every one of us are special, and we each deserve to work with the divine. That is the ultimate team that we could ever ask to have, is one that includes God, okay? So just continue to do what it is that you're doing. Continue to make these very positive choices for yourself, and try not to ignore your guidance or ignore your gifts, okay? You really truly are this beautiful temple earth angel type of energy, and it's very important that you accept this passionate new beginning for what it is, and don't fight against it, and don't fight against the beautiful healing feelings that it is able to bring into you. Don't fight against the different perspectives that it's able to bring into you, because it makes it so much harder than it needs to be. It could be so much faster with this Knight of Daggers energy, but it all depends on you releasing the past, emptying yourself out of these past happenings, out of these past times where you had diversity and things like that, and opening up to the justice and allowing your happiness, your joy, your clear knowledge that you're protected and nobody could touch you, to be the thing that stands your ground for you, and not you feeling like you standing your ground is something that you always have to be actively doing. You could suffer with anxiety a little bit. You could have a hard time staying in the moment. You could be someone who gets very distracted, but still you're making passionate movement forward. But there's something you need to change your perspective on, or something that you have going on within yourself that you still are working on healing, and that's totally fine. By all means, take your time. But these things that Yeshua is working with you on at this time in the spiritual realm is going to push you into this different perspective and take you to a higher place in your life, where you're doing much more, or you're being much more active, or you're feeling much more motivated to do what it is that you're really here to do. I seen Archangel Raphael right here, exactly, bringing in this beautiful healing energy into your emotional body, because I seen the King of Forces, okay? Look, the King of Forces popped out. Come on. It popped right out of there. I don't know how it even popped out of the middle like that. Okay, we got the Five of Forces. Okay, with this summer winter energy. Okay, so I think a lot of powerful energies have come into you. Have been coming in. We've been receiving lots and lots of light codes since the summer started. Since before the summer even started. This year. A whole lot of energy has come in. So it's very important that you just take that time with yourself. Like the summer also gives me this very beautiful, light filled, sunny type of energy, where everything's chill and everything's calm. Everything's more relaxed. The kids are out of school and everything's just so chill. So I think that that's a place where your energy is headed to, a place where you're headed to emotionally, a very sunny and happy and chill type of place. But you're still going to be able to act on your dreams and handle your business, but constantly keeping this state of inner peace because of the way that you changing your perspective. The Queen of Forces, the King. Okay, it says a man is standing by a stream. No, a man standing by a stream is surrounded by different animals of the woods. The power of nature is all around him, in the earth below his feet, the water running by, and the star filled nebula in the sky above. Yet he is a force himself, exerting calming influences on the wolf and the rabbit, which are natural enemies. Upright, this card indicates the presence of a man who has a powerful and positive energy, giving me Yeshua, okay? But it says the presence of a man who has a powerful and positive energy. He comes with good intentions, gentleness, and honesty resonate from him. If you don't know this man yet, his energy will be coming into your life soon. He could bring support for a special project, a work issue, or just your life in general. He may also be a positive love interest. My bad, a possible love interest. So, in order to be open to receiving a man of honor, make sure you engage in honoring and being tender toward yourself. For you or a man around you, there could be a position coming in any of the careers natural to the king of forces, such as electronics, astronomy, physics, geology, alternative fuel, or any of the earth sciences and new industries in environmental care. Any activity connecting with earth energy and nature are beneficial to you at this time. Whether you are a male or a female, this also reveals an important side of yourself. Feel the balance and the beauty of nature and know the powerful forces always moving within and around you. Beautiful. So this is the energy that you're headed into. Like this heightened awareness of all the beautiful forces of nature working around you and within you, okay? Maybe even like more of a shamanic connection when it comes to animals, okay? And I did say something about, that star seed connection with the nebula in the sky, okay? This energy of you really going with the flow by working with the king himself, which is Yeshua, of course, all day long. So it says, close your eyes and sense the king of forces by your side. Feel universal beauty and power move within you, through you, and around you. Feel how gentle this force and wisdom are. How will you rule the forces and allow them to serve you? So this energy of you really calling on Yeshua, really opening your energy, telling him to come in and give you whatever energy it is that you need. And it's funny because the last Yeshua reading, I was saying this about you to opening your energy to him coming in and working with your heart chakra. Okay. So a lot of that energy, a lot of healing going on with your emotional body, but this healing might seem like it's causing issues, but really it's opening you up to, like I said, a different perspective and a more like, he's saying like the heart brain. Okay. That's what I heard. The heart brain. So opening you up to a more compassionate way of thinking, not only about yourself, but about the things that you're going into. We got the Samaritan. Okay. It says Samaritan. The light attribute says it refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore, okay? And then the shadow attribute says exacting appreciation and recognition for the help that you offer. Like maybe in the past, you could have felt like, oh, I'm not doing that because, what am I getting out of this? I think that part of your perspective has really changed a lot when it comes to giving and when it comes to what it is that you have to offer. I think you're much more willing to help people than you are, like you're quicker to help them than you are to like ignore them or write them off, unless they're just really nasty and they have nasty intentions. We got the student, okay? So really know that you're still learning. When it comes to humility and devotion to knowledge and openness to lifelong learning, that's something that you definitely have. But you're still like you're forever the student, my love. There's always a lesson to be learned, always something to be pulled from whatever it is that you're going through in life or whoever it is that you're around in life. There's always something to be learned, always something to be gained, but you have to be emotionally open to gaining those things and not operating out of your ego where you feel like, oh, I got to be right in this thing, where you're not being arrogant. It says the shadow attribute says arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge and an unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. And also, I'm hearing like the worst thing you really can do in this journey is nothing. Like just make sure you're always doing something when it comes to taking positive steps forward, when it comes to advancing your light and advancing your connection that you have with God. Always try to do something, even if it's just a little bit of something every day. And we got the detective, okay? They love slamming the door next door. We're gonna call it confirmation. We got the detective and we got the mystic, okay? The detective has great powers of observation and intuition and a desire to seek out the truth, which came out in the overall energy. I think you very naturally want to seek out the truth, and it's something that always comes to you very effortlessly because of the way you are in this intimate union with the divine, But just make sure that your ego is not getting in the middle of that, okay? Because then that's how you develop this delusional rapport with the divine, where it's like, oh, the divine is just telling you everything that you want to hear. Spirit don't always tell you what you want to hear. Spirit gonna tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. Okay. And spirit had me crying before with the truth, you know what I mean? But I was better for it. I appreciated it, and it was the truth that I needed to hear that most people around me wouldn't tell me. So you just have to know that's how you know the difference between your ego and what the divine really truly is saying, okay? Because it's not always going to be something that you want to hear. It's not always going to be, oh, well, those people are wrong. No, spirit makes you question yourself, makes you look within yourself, makes you also not only look at what they did in the situation, but what did you do and how did you react and how can you improve that in the future. Of course, they support you being a rebel and shaking things up, but they don't support you, telling yourself these negative stories about what happened outside of you just to make you look good or make you look like the victor. Not to say that this is something that you do, but just telling you, like, if you always come out the victor and you're just never wrong in any situation, then maybe you need to reassess what is right and wrong, because nobody's right all the time about everything. So just try to make sure that you're not doing that you're not looking at yourself as some sort of victim or whatever. Like, welcome these new perspectives that the divine is bringing into you, because it's going to make you see things a lot more clear. We got justice right here at the bottom of the deck. It's like it really truly is your justice to come to this calm, cool, soothed place. But you have to do the work. The work is not only shadow work. You have to take real physical, positive steps in your life towards something that you want to do. And sometimes you got to do it consistently for years before God is like, all right, you prove that this is what you really want to do. And I moved all of these things around all that time while you were doing all of this hard work and you thought nothing was happening. Surprise! All of this stuff is about to happen for you, and it's all going to happen at the same time out of nowhere. What's Samaritan and the student? We got the 10 of Wands, okay? So, I don't know. Almost this energy of them teaching you, it says goes on easier and stays on longer, because they're lipsticks. So it's like this energy, like maybe your perspective on the burdens that you have taken on is changing. Like, you're getting to this place where you're not seeing things as burdens anymore, where you're standing more fully in your strength. Like, even when you're doing, your beautiful mystic detective work or whatever, and you're finding things out, it's not even like hitting you the same. And this is how you know your perspective is changing, because the way that these things affect you change. The way that you hear the news of somebody passing away, the way you feel after that, it changes, okay? The way that you look at life completely changes and adjusts. And I think that you're just changing your perspective a little bit at a time. But there's something here, like, this is why we're still talking about this, okay? There's something in there that you need to look at, because it's kind of blocking you a little bit. What's detective and mystic? We got the 8 of Pentacles, okay? So you going in and doing the work and assessing what it is that the divine is trying to get you to see. Like, there's somewhere, because the shadow attribute of the detective, which I didn't read, talks about voyeurism and falsifying information. And it's like some of us go within and we tell ourselves certain things to be true. Like, this could even play out as like negative self-talk. You could be about to experience some sort of tower behind this. Negative self-talk are the biggest lies that we tell ourselves. Like, oh, see, oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, never should have done this, That's so hard and harsh on you. And so I think that Spirit's about to really show you how amazing you really truly are, about to reveal a big part of your truth and what it is you really do have to offer. But you're going to have to go through a tower in order to do that. You could even be going through a tower right now at this time, because Spirit's trying to shake up some sort of false narrative that you have created for yourself in some sort of way. With the Nine of Wands, I feel like whatever lie or, like false way of thinking about yourself that you've been holding on for a while is really something that's been draining on your energy a lot. You might think that this energy is coming from outside of you, that someone's spiritually attacking you or whatever, but really there's something within yourself that you're needing to look a lot deeper at, is what Yeshua is saying. Okay, there's something within you that still requires healing, and it's draining your energy. Okay, it could be something very subconscious, something that has to do with all of the burdens of the past. You could have a really big fear of succeeding. You could be a major procrastinator because you're actually afraid to accomplish your goals and dreams. That's why it was talking about pursuing truth, and they slammed the door again next door. Okay, so it's like you needing to slam the door on a certain way of thinking, on this certain way that your energy is sort of like seeping out. It's a limited belief. What's the Strength card and the Eight of Pentacles? Okay, we got the Ace of Pentacles. This is going to make room for a lot of this beautiful energy that's meant to come into you, and also going to change your perspective about yourself so much. Going to bring in such a greater energy of self-love to you. What is it? What is the tower and the thing that's draining their energy? We got the Eight of Swords, okay? Some sort of mental entrapment. This is what I'm saying. It's a certain way that you're thinking about yourself. Maybe you're blaming yourself for all of these things that you've been through in the past. Maybe you're missing certain lessons and certain things. Maybe you're afraid to be this vulnerable with yourself. But there's a real need for you to dig deep and find what it is beneath the surface that's holding you back, baby. Because whatever it is a lie, okay? It's something that's telling you you're not amazing, something telling you you'll never be able to accomplish this or accomplish that. It's so important that you find this thing that Spirit is talking about. And that's why he's saying call on him, call on Yeshua, and ask for the help to discover within yourself what could be blocking you or what could be holding you back. Yeshua, what fears do I need to face, or what is it that is getting in my way at this time? You could be feeling extremely frustrated, like you're not getting anywhere, or like you're running in place. You could feel like no matter how hard you try, you're not getting to the place where you thought you would be by now. But there's a little bit of work that you need to do. And this is built right into your sacred plan. So please don't feel like, you're late or like you've missed out on any opportunity. But this is going to awaken much more of your compassion for other people, but most importantly for yourself, so that you can even have access to the sacred plan the way that you're meant to. It's like you're only accessing a little piece of your Akashic records or something like this. And Yeshua wants to help you to open this up, to kill the conflict that's going on within yourself, okay? Calling you into hermit mode for this perspective change, okay? For them to give you this gift of understanding that you need about yourself. What's the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles? The Fool, okay? So he's saying, go ahead and take that leap of faith with me, okay? Like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to tap within yourself. You really do feel better. Yeah, it might come with some tears, and sometimes it might even cause a little bit of anger within yourself. It might cause you to want to pull away from people or whatever, but sometimes you need that energy within yourself, okay? Why is the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck? This is where he needs you to be. Like this King of Cups looks so tidy and clean, like he's in the city. Like it's almost a completely different energy from this King of Cups that came out for the overall energy. Like he's, in the wild, getting reconnected He's here in the wild getting reconnected, connecting with the river, learning how to flow again, connecting with the animals, learning how to follow his instincts again, and connecting with his star stuff on a deeper level. So he can come out looking more dapper and more clean. You know what I mean? Much more ready to face the wild world, but still encompassing this connection with nature, this connection with his star stuff, this connection with his instincts, and still knowing how to go with the flow. This is going to lead to a great energy of celebration for you. But never forget that you have to open yourself up and ask the divine for this. And it's also going to improve the way that you see yourself with this Queen of Wands energy right here. You're going to feel much better about the way you look physically. We got the 10 of Pentacles. Like, this is a part of your justice, but it's something that you have to go within yourself and find and bring up out of yourself. You have to work with the divine and allow them to like coax this beautiful energy out of you. Yeah, we got the Two of Swords. I think you're like sort of in a battle of wits with the divine at this time, trying to figure out maybe how you can get around this. But they're saying, like, no, you have to face this, face whatever wounds you have, or they're just going to sit in there until you're ready to face them. Some people don't face these kinds of wounds till they 85, 90, because no one ever told them it was there. No one ever gave them directions on how to find that or how to heal that or what they should do about that. So know that you have the upper hand by knowing these types of things about yourself early. And that even if you feel like, oh, you're way off, that's not what's going on with me. Okay, it doesn't hurt to pray about it, because you wouldn't be listening to this reading if it didn't have something to do with you. Okay. So just be on top of it. But I think this is going to really do something a whole lot. Okay, look, while I'm shuffling the deck, it says raise your vibration. Okay. It's going to really raise your vibration, but it calls for you to take this step back. What's the final thought on this? We got learning experience. Okay. So this is just another learning experience, but I think this kind of learning experience, it doesn't have anything to do with others. Okay. Like, this is something that you're meant to learn from yourself with the help of spirit, of Yeshua, of God. Okay. This is something that you have to do alone. And this is not necessarily something that's, if it is mirroring in your reality, I feel like it's looking like little things, like little frustrating thing that's happening in your entire day till you get to the end of the day and you're just so done. But it's this subconscious thing that's draining your energy in that way. This subconscious thing that's making you able to even get frustrated, you know what I mean, to that point. Okay. So it says you have dedicated a lot of your time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world, and have had many experiences recently that have been great teachers. Even though not everything has been easy or perfect, there has been a positive in that you have come to understand yourself, your gifts, and your abilities better than ever. You are deeply connected to who you are and what you stand for and what's important to you in life. When this card appears for you, angels are acknowledging the challenges and obstacles you have surmounted recently. Although it may have been a difficult time for you, your faith and inner strength have increased. Know that the cloud has a silver lining and you will soon have moved beyond the feeling of being stuck or unsupported. Okay. 33:31 on the clock when I said that. Okay. It says inner peace and a sense of security come from overcoming hardships. Without the challenges that life has presented to you, you wouldn't be the person you are today. This is a time for you to reflect on the incredible strength that you have. No matter what has gone wrong for you, you have made your way through the darkness and into the light. When this card appears for you, your angel guide is inviting you to ask yourself, what have I learned from this? This card represents the teacher you have within, and through integrity and connection, you will be able to find a message within the mystery. If you are still facing challenges, you are being encouraged to keep going and trust that the worst will soon be over. The light at the end of the tunnel is you. Okay, so I love that. That's perfect. Thank you so much, Yeshua, for those beautiful messages. I hope you got something that you needed out of this, my love. Really and truly, okay? I hope you have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day. And I will see you later. Bye.